The flooding has caused damage to roads, bridges, homes, and businesses, as well as evacuations and power outages in some areas. In this section, we will take a closer look at some of the impacts of the heavy rain and flood threat in the Peace region. One of the hardest hit areas was the city of Philadelphia, where tropical storm warnings were issued as Isaias roared through the region. The storm brought strong winds, heavy rain, and flash flooding that submerged streets and cars, disrupted public transportation, and forced some residents to seek shelter. According to NBC Philadelphia, more than 300 people were rescued from flooded homes and vehicles in the city and surrounding counties. Another area that faced a prolonged rainfall event was the southern U.S., where several days of heavy rain were forecast across portions of Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia. The rain improved persisting drought conditions but also led to significant flooding in some areas. CNN reported that nearly 10 million people were under a slight risk for excessive rainfall on Monday, December 4. Some locations saw more than 3 inches of rain in a short period of time, which posed a flooding threat especially in urbanized areas and those with poor drainage. The Northeast also braced for more heavy rain and flash flooding on Monday, July 12, 2021, after severe storms and Tropical Storm Elsa drenched the region in the previous week. A weak storm system brought another round of storms along the northeast coast, prompting flash flood watches from New Jersey to Maine. CNN reported that the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut faced the greatest flooding concern due to thunderstorms dumping from 2 to 5 inches of rain on Monday evening. The rainfall caused flooding in New York City subways and streets, as well as power outages and road closures. The Peace region also experienced heavy rain and flooding in April 2023, when soaking storms created an elevated flood threat to the north of Houston. Click 2 Houston reported that some of the storms dropped 4 to 6 inches of rain in some areas, with higher amounts north of Conroe. The rain caused flash flooding that affected several roads and highways, as well as some homes and businesses. The remnants of Ida also threatened the Peace region with heavy rain, flash floods and isolated tornadoes on September 1. WHYY reported that the greatest flooding threat was along and north/west of I-95, where widespread 2 to 5 inches of rainfall was expected. The storm also brought the potential for tornadoes and damaging winds from near and south of Philadelphia. These are some examples of how the Peace region has coped with the flood threat and the heavy rain in recent years. The flooding has caused damage to roads, bridges, homes, and businesses, as well as evacuations and power outages in some areas. However, the region has also shown resilience and solidarity in facing these challenges. The Peace region residents and authorities have been coping with the flood threat by setting up sandbags, pumps, and emergency shelters. They have also been monitoring water levels and weather forecasts. The River Forecast Center has issued a flood watch for several areas in the region. These include tributaries around Fort Street, John, Taylor, Chetwynd, Moberly Lake, Pine Pass, Hudson's Hope, and Dawson Creek. The region is expected to receive heavy rainfall from Monday to Tuesday night. This could cause rivers and creeks to rise rapidly and overflow their banks. The situation is similar to the floods that occurred in 2011, and the public is advised to stay away from fast-flowing rivers and unstable riverbanks. They should also avoid any recreational activities on high streamflow rivers or streams. The flood threat poses a challenge for the Peace region, which is already facing ecological threats such as wildfires and climate change.